Investing in youth is investing in the future, in opportunity and safety. That's the message from the mayor's office to nonprofits all over Atlanta doing the great work day in and day out. Joining me now, Kwame Johnson, President and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Metro Atlanta, and best-selling author Tayari Jones. Thanks so much for being here, both of you.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for always leaning in and being all about the community and during National Mentoring Month, so appreciate being here.
Yeah, National Mentoring Month, and coming off the Year of the Youth, which was so significant for the city, and now we've had enough time to digest what those results are. Big Brothers Big Sisters Metro Atlanta, such a big part of that. Talk about sort of that tangible result of investing time and money into the young people of our city.
Well, let me just first say that I'm just so excited that the mayor designated this year's Year of the Youth. Coming out of COVID, we knew that young people were experiencing challenges far greater than ever before. And we got so many requests just for more mentorship across the city. So it's just been amazing that the mayor's really leaning into that. So he's helped us get more mentors to sign up to be bigs in our program at Big Brothers and Big Sisters, but also it's helped us to go into schools. So we had principals coming to us saying, we need mentors for all the kids in our school building. It was the first time we've ever gotten that kind of level of request. So now, as a part of Year of the Youth, we have paid mentors working inside of school buildings every day, helping kids stay on task, make the right decisions. In our schools, attendance is up, disciplinary issues are down, kids are doing better in the classroom, and we know that mentorship works. We all have benefited from mentorship, and we're honored to partner with the mayor's office during this Year of the Youth.
We're now seeing some pretty significant numbers in terms of the impact on investing in youth in Atlanta and how it's really making changes in the city.
Yes, we know mentorship works. We've all benefited from it. Big Brothers and Big Sisters serves thousands of young people all across Atlanta. And I'm happy to share that this past year, we had some amazing results with our young people. 98% of our young people graduated high school on time. 98% were promoted to the next grade level, and 98% avoided the criminal justice system. So mentorship is really a solution for a city. If we can keep kids in school, keep them learning and help them graduate, not only are they productive citizens, but they have, that's the fastest way out of poverty. So we're really excited about those results and that we're helping young people get to that next level through mentorship.
Yeah, the results are undeniable, but those results don't happen without funding. Funding is so important, and Big Brothers Big Sisters Metro Atlanta getting ready for a really big, fun event with some iconic mentoring auctions happening. Yeah, Tayari's one of those mentors. Talk about the event, why it's so important.
So January is National Mentoring Month, right? So we created this event actually during COVID. We had a lot of in-person events, and we knew during COVID we couldn't do that. So we had to pivot to actually an online event where we get different leaders across the city to really lean in and donate their time. Thank you for being a part of the mentor auction. Thank you for being a part of the mentor auction. But it was an easy way for us to raise the voice about mentorship and get people to really get excited about it. And it's, leaders step it up to give us an hour of their time to the highest bidder. We raise money, and it all goes to our mentoring programs at Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Tayari, I'd like to have a little mentoring time with you. You are a best-selling author, award-winning author. You've been on Oprah's book club list. It's really special to be part of this, especially for you, because you were telling me that mentoring was such a key in your life.
Yes, when I was 16 years old, I thought I wanted to be a writer, or maybe I just knew I liked to write. I didn't know I could be a writer until I met a writer. I was 16 and I met Pearl Clegg, Atlanta's poet laureate. She is playwright in residence at the Alliance, and she took me under her wing. And that changed the trajectory of my life. I was a teenager, but she asked me, "What are you thinking about?" And I got ready to tell her, and she said, "No, write it down." And in that, she became my first audience, and with that, I became a writer. You never know the difference you can make in a young person's life with just a question.
So that was a conversation. Someone invested time into you when you were a teenager, and then you got to make a pretty special phone call years later.
Yes, so in the 90s, Pearl had a book that was an Oprah's Book Club selection, and then 20 years later, I was in the same position, and she guided me yet again. I was a grown woman. You would think you never lose the need for mentoring. And that's one reason I'm so excited about this auction, because we think of mentoring as only for the youth. And while it is essential for young people, I think those of us who are later in our careers and our lives could still use a connection with someone who's been there.
Absolutely. So the way the program works is you go online and you make a donation to Big Brothers Big Sisters Metro Atlanta and get some time with someone who can share some life experience and understanding maybe with you.
Yes, so you go to our website. The auction will be running for the rest of the month. We've had some really cool people do this, like Shaq, who's been a part of it, Carol Tomei. We've had Arthur Blank be a part of it. You all are both a part of it this year. And you can bid on for the mentor and get some time with them and get some mentorship. And some of these relationships have continued on past the initial session. So it's a great way to lean into mentorship. We've all benefited from it. I personally benefited from it. And more young people need mentorship now than ever. So this is a way you can support more mentorship in Atlanta, and the results you see our city starting to move in the right direction around some of the crime and violence, and we are a small part of that, but mentorship really helps in that area.
I hear Shaq and know your story, and I think somebody's made a terrible mistake. Why am I on this list? But please, I'd love to bring you to the station and share some time. Most importantly, what we're doing is investing back into a program we know makes a difference in a lot of lives and makes a difference in our entire city.
The idea of supporting an organization that is supporting young people all over the city, because what we give back, that is really our legacy. When we assess our whole lives, the question is, what have you done to bring others along? And so I wanted to step up and say, yes, absolutely. Not only do I lend my support, I lend my time, and I lend my money to this cause.
Yes, and what's special about it is everyone can mentor someone. This is not rocket science. It doesn't require some big new government program. This is a human experience. Relationships change people, not programs. So just think about what kind of city we can have when the adults really lean in and give that time and relationship and guidance to young people. We could be, the best city in the whole country. And that's what we're trying to do, is make mentorship a part of the fabric of Atlanta, no different than Southern hospitality. Mm-hmm. Let's make mentorship a part of the fabric of Atlanta.
Over the years, you've introduced me to a couple of your mentees, terrific young people, but every time I've met one of the mentors, they talk about, I actually feel the benefit. I feel like I'm getting the gift.
Yes, and that's what's special about mentorship. Every big I've talked to in the 6 years that I've been the CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters, everyone says I get more out of it than I put in. So isn't that special? You can help someone, but also help yourself and become a better person. That's the power of mentorship, and we just want to get that word out more.
All right, so one more mention that the iconic mentor auction runs through January 31st. You can put your bids in at bbsatl.org, and we're really looking forward to seeing all the investment that comes in, both in time and money, into a really important program in our city.